little bro stuck in the trap, but he don't know what it means. That's the only thing he knows. To him, his heart's still clean.
We got AJ Wisdom in the building. Absolutely buzzing to have you, brother. Actually, been a busy week for yourself. Been a busy week with Saturday just gone.
Yeah, just released Stuck in the Trap on all the major platforms.
Yeah, it's looking cold. What was it? It was the 8.5k views on YouTube in the first week of recording. That's on your own channel. That's not for no one else.
Yeah. Do you know what it was? I seen a video of Future, and he was saying, like, you know, when he was first putting his music out in his videos, he never really focused on views, or he never focused on how many streams he got.
Did it for the passion.
He just focused on managing, putting out what he loves doing. Do you know what I mean? And eventually, you put that much passion into what you love doing, and you're bound to have a successful result from it.
And I think, to be fair, the way you're going at the minute, especially with the last two music videos that you have been doing, you are seeming to be blowing up. I think you've had that patience with you. With obviously 100 times that was popping out, 15k, that's on YouTube. And that's obviously as well. And then you got the Tyrell tribute video.
Tyrell's tribute.
That's on 58k, and that's a tune differently. But obviously I want to get straight down into the dirt as well, because obviously I did my own little bit of digging and found out that your track was actually meant to be released on Mixtape Madness at the start, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So what happened there? Was there a
bit of confusion or any mix-up? Or
Yeah, you see, in life, you have to realise that the only person who ain't going to let yourself down is yourself. You know, relying on people and fake promises, that's what a lot of people do. And, you know, I've had a lot of people there that have said they put money into me, a lot of people that, you know, a couple of labels that I've spoken to that I've given false promises and stuff. And, you know, I just thought I'm going to just throw myself in the deep end and I'm going to put it on my own channel. You know, obviously I didn't have the funds for the Mixtape Madness, because I had a conversation with someone that was going to invest and I'm going to put a lot of money into my music. And then, you know, like I say, false promises and stuff.
And stuff like that as
you
well,
can only rely on yourself in it. So I just thought I'd put it on my own channel, because if the song's good enough and the video's good enough, it doesn't matter where it's going as long as it makes an impact. Yeah, definitely.
People are definitely going to see it, and especially the way you're going, the passion that you are bringing across with your music. It's obviously the last two music videos as well, going up on Link Up TV, that 100 times. Like, bro, I was listening to that, and you've got proper passion there. You've got the passion for it. You're not one of these rappers, bro, that are wanting the fame, the money, the stuff like that. You're doing it for yourself,
and
I think to relieve your own peace of mind.
Definitely.
And I think that's just definitely one of the best things to do, because you're not trying to chase a false dream. You want to create your own path. You want to do your own thing. It seems like you're doing it. The more you're doing it, and bro, it seems to be working with it as well, because obviously people are watching Stuck in the Trap as well. It's just come out, like 8.5k in the first week. That, to me,
how does that
that's
feel
mad.
for you?
On your own channel, it's not. You're not doing it with no.
Do you know what? For me, it's a hard one, really, because I'm not really a guy that wants victories. You know what I mean? I give all my glory to God, because, you know, that's the reason why I'm still here today. There's many times where I wouldn't be here. So I think it's like, you know, it's hard to know what your purpose is. But I feel like my purpose is definitely what I'm doing with the music, and you know what I'm saying. Like, it comes from my heart every time I write something on the paper. You know, you can ask anybody that knows me; they'll say nothing's a lie. He doesn't lie about anything that he puts on the paper. Everything that I've heard is truth. Do you know what I mean?
Do you feel like that's a big part of what's helping you grow as quick as you are?
Yeah, definitely, because it's different. You know, what people can only understand what they already know. You know what I mean? So if people don't know an artist, that's like, I'm a 26-year-old man. In November the 1st, I'm 26. And, you know, I'm putting my heart and soul. Not only that, I'm exposing myself, I'm putting my pain on paper. That's a weakness for some men. Whereas I'm trying to show men of my age and children that are coming up and inspired by me that is a strength. Do you know what I mean? To show that you've got feelings and to show that you learn from lessons, that's definitely a big strength.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's a good way to have outlook on life as well, really. Not just rapping, not just pushing tracks out. I think that's just a good way to interpret life. Like, you don't want that false perception. You just want to make sure that you're doing it for yourself, you're doing it for the people around you, and
you want the right reasons.
Yeah, you're doing it for the right reasons. You're not doing it for the wrong reasons.
Definitely.
Your recent track, Stuck in the Trap, it was very passionate. It was very passionate, and I've seen that the way that you're acting in the video, the way you're speaking in the video, the way you're pushing your bars across. Is Has that got something to do with, obviously I've spoken to you already about it, your little cousin Ethan being involved in that?
Like the song really stuck in the trap. You know, there's a lot of people that will be able to relate to that, a lot of young children, but you know, like 15, 16 growing up. And the track's kind of a bit of a mad one really, because I'm speaking about two kids that I know directly, two youngers that I know directly. But at the same time, I'm also speaking about myself and my situations, you know what I mean, that I've been through, that these kids are going through, and I'm watching, you know, these young kids going through as well. So it's speaking from my perspective, also, you know, them two that I was writing about, and then all the kids that have messaged me and can relate to the song, you know, arguing with the parents, having to try and find money, and the easiest way to find money, as we all know, is illegal, and, you know, it causes a lot of drama. And the one thing for me is, you know, these kids don't understand the life that is being glorified, because it's nothing to glorify. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of...
I feel like it gets put across in a way where people think it's a lot better than it actually is.
Yeah, 100%. Like, you see these little kids now, you see them 12, 13, and they're saying, oh, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And it's like, oh, I'm not going to tell you what I want to do because it's not legal, it's not legal. And what, in a sense, it's kind of, you can look constantly with people and they can keep saying, oh, well, I want to do this, I want to do that. But then they can't do it, so they are, as you said, they're turning around to selling shit, they're doing this and that, they're wanting to take it somewhere else and follow a bad path.
Yeah, definitely. It looks attractive, you know. There's in one of my new songs, what I'm, you know, what's unreleased at the moment. It's I say it's mad how everything that makes us lifeless looks appealing, because, you know, the money. Like, I've still got, you know, I work with a lot of young teenagers as well. Like, there's a lot in my life, you know, like family and friends. But then, you know, these kids that have looked up to me when I've been doing music. And at the same time, I've worked for an organisation where we was going in all the deprived areas around, like Birmingham, Liverpool. We went to Toxteth, and, you know, these kids will come on a bus. It's like a double-decker bus with a PS4 on it at Spots 1 and that. And they come on, you know, these teenagers, I think it was like 12 to 16, and they, first of all, you know, they go on the consoles and that, they're entertained, and then we'll have a chat with them at the end of it. I'll have a chat with them, and a lot of them I speak about, you know, my experiences in life and some of the wrong decisions I made that you don't really want to make yourself. And I've done things like that as well,
At that point, do you like pushing that? Do you like pushing that perspective, saying, look, I've been there, I've done that, I've been through the feelings, the emotions that you're going through now, the stuff you're wanting to achieve or you're wanting to do with your life? Do you want to sit there and say to them, like, look, like, there is a different way? Like, are you trying to show them that you can be there to care for them as well? Like, there is someone that is there.
Yeah, definitely, because I didn't have that, do you know what I mean? Our elders wasn't like that. The only love that they give us was money in it, and we had to earn it. But at the same time, it's the only thing that these young kids have got. And boredom as well. Like, it's a shame, but
I think now a lot of artists are pushing for that as well, aren't they? I think they're definitely trying to show the kids that you get the few influencers or famous people that will show this lifestyle or whatever, but a lot of people now are saying, look, like, we want to give the kids opportunity. Like, look at Marcus Rashford, for example. Like, he's sitting there, and, like, I know for a fact, we grew up in Wythenshawe, we know what it was like. There is families that are struggling and stuff like that, and someone with such a high profile is sitting there and saying, look, like, what, these kids are kids. These are the next generation. These kids are here. So why can't we look out for them? And I think now more and more people with a following or people that are listened to will sit there and be like, look, well, we need to look out for the next generation, because that's what the country's going to be standing on at the end.
Yeah, but people don't listen, though. You know, like, obviously I'm a Christian. That was the route I took when I was 21. If I didn't take that route when I did, then, you know, only God knows where I'd be right now. Because there's, you know, a lot of these rappers are talking about this and talking about that, and you know, I've lived that life. I've been through a lot of the stuff that they speak about. The only thing is I won't speak about it because it's not going to change anybody's life. No kid's going to listen to what I'm saying and think, yes, I want to change my life. He's going to think, yes, I want to do that, or I want to do this. So, as you will know in my music, there's things that I touch on, I breeze past it very quick. And, you know, just to let them know that
you have been
Yeah,
there and done it.
definitely, man. I've been there and I've been on the wrong side of the law, and I've made a lot of mistakes in life growing up, like we all do. But the thing for me with being a Christian, the Bible says, if you know, those that don't feel, those that don't listen will have to feel. And I went through a lot of my life not listening to anybody because I thought I knew better, like you do as a teenager. And I felt a lot, man.
No, I think definitely, like, as you grow up, you do start to see that it is people will switch the personalities or the way that they act because they've reached a point in their life, like you said yourself. You reached 21 and you thought, wow, well, what's going on? I need to switch up, and then you found your path and you followed that.
It's more kind of like a reality check.
Yeah, yeah. Literally,
growing
it's like
up, you know,
check.
it's growing up. Like any olders I know right now that were big timers or whatever, they say now that I just don't want drama in it. I just sort of live my life and I just don't want that kind of drama no more. They're not even bothered about creating that name anymore or trying to get to this position with this much power, because we've gone through that much drama now that peace is appreciated. And I tell a lot of people my age and my friends, I say you can't buy peace. Like no money can buy the peace that I've got right now.
No, I think, to be fair, I think at the minute the world's just a big old drama, isn't it? Yeah. It's just mad at the minute. Like literally,
have to watch what you say,
2020
no.
has been
A
an
lot of things you
absolute-
can touch on about 2020.
Yeah, you have to watch what you say, you know, with microphones like this. You know what I mean?
Like 2020's just been a bit mad. It's been, to be fair, I think it's affected people in many different ways this year. I think personally, in my opinion, it's affected me negatively, positively, and I think really I've found what I want to do, or what I found my passion. And I think for everyone, I think they've either gone through that negative stage of like, right, I can't deal with this, being locked. Like literally, we got locked up.
I think it made a lot of people try new things that they wouldn't have tried.
Yeah.
If we
Like,
didn't
everyone
get
went crazy
locked
for
down.
banana bread. Everyone started like cooking up banana bread in that, man. Like, what? Everyone turned into a chef overnight and all this. I'm like, what's going on? But
Do you know what it is though? Like a pandemic, yeah. That you see, like the panic buying and stuff. That's because
mate.
them people think that, you know, you go into life or death situations,
Nah.
and they believe in that situation it's life or death. And if they don't care about you, or you know, little Doris who needs some toilet roll, like they're not bothered about that. In that life or death situation, they can only think about themselves, not even a family member or anybody, just me. And that's what the world's gone like right now. A lot of people are me. It's all about them. And you know, that was one of the biggest changes of my life, knowing that the world don't revolve around me.
I think everyone gets that reality check eventually, don't they? Where it's like, there's only so much that people will listen to you, or
It's got to come at one point.
Yeah, at some point you sit there and you just go, right, like, look, I'm this person, and that's it. Like, no one, your family will be there for you, your friends will be there for you, but not everyone cares for you. I think that's one of the main things, definitely.
Yeah, a lot of people can see me as negative, you know, like girls in the past or previous girlfriends, like they see me as negative, but I'm not negative. I'm just real with it. You know, like you've got to face the reality that you live in. And right now you are on your own. And you know, these people who say, I've got friends and I've knew her for 10 years, like it doesn't matter right now. Not at this time in life. It doesn't matter who you know, how long you've known them. People will turn on you, whether it's money, jealousy, whatever it is, greed. Everybody will turn on you, trust me.
Would you say you've learnt that from your own previous experience?
Yeah, definitely, bro. Like, yeah, come on. I've had some of the closest people turn on me, and that's a big lesson that you'll learn, you know. And I had that from a very young age, like the closest people that you wouldn't expect to turn on you. So, you know, I'd say I'm wise in it, but a lot of people say I'm negative. Like, I don't want to be wise in my own eyes. I'd rather be wise in God's eyes. But a lot of people say that, you know, oh, you're so negative about the world. I'm like, open your eyes.
But if you're being real as well, do you think God did change your view on everything? Like everything that you do now from then?
Definitely. Like, my mum always says, like, from being young, you was always that lucky one. Yeah, she classes it as lucky. I don't, because I don't believe in luck in it. I believe in blessings. So she would say that, you know, in school you'd win this, you'd win that, you'd do this, you went for an audition for a film in school, you got that. Like, you always been that guy in it. Not that guy like that, but you know what I mean, innit? So So as I got older, you know, and I went down the path I went down, I realized that it was because of the purpose and what I've been destined to do by God. That's why, you know, I experienced the bad stuff quite early, because it's like I had to learn, I had to go down that journey to know that, you know, I've got a bigger purpose in life than being a drug dealer or, do you know what I
Than
mean?
what you thought you had.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
here
yeah,
for
the
more
wrong
than
part,
that, bro. Like, some guys can't even, you know, the tunnel vision, they can't even think about that kind of stuff. Like, everybody's been put here for a purpose, and you're here in this world to do something bigger than what you end up doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is why it never works out. Relationships don't work out because it's not content, it's not real, bro. So, for example, a lot of people that are here, you know, you might have a job. People say, you know, life is just working till you die. No, because you're here to do more than that.
Yeah.
So if you lean on God's understanding, you know, there's a Bible scripture that I learnt from, and it said, lean not on your own understanding, but lean on God's, and he'll make all your paths straight. And I tried to do it my way so many times. Like, you don't understand how many. I was like, I just want to do this. I just want to make money. And it doesn't work like that. And then the minute I just said, right, okay, you're in control of my life, it's clear, because, you know, I keep hitting this brick wall. And I took the other path, and I leant on God's understanding. That's when,
And everything just
things
fell into
started going
place, yeah.
straight, bro. Yeah.
No,
Like, the bad stuff didn't happen no more that used to happen, you know what I mean?
I think everything obviously just clearly fell into place for you as well, defo, because was it before or after that you found the way that you wanted to follow, that you started doing music? Was it before or was it after?
So I done music from being young, innit? Like, in school, bro, I used to
Yeah.
MC. I was like year 8, and I was MCing with the year 11s, like, you know, that like the fast MCing. I remember one time, bro, I done an assembly in school, like MCing at the front, in front of my year. Do you know what I mean? But
Nah, I would not have done that. I would
You
not
see-
have done that.
for me, bro,
See,
the
but
music
that
was.
just shows,
No.
like, it's always been
It's
something
deep
that you've
rooted,
had.
yeah, of course
got
it
a
is.
passion for
Like,
it.
for example, when I was in school, yeah, we done a poem, like, all our class done a poem that got entered into this big school competition or something, and I won it, you know what I mean? It got published in a book, because I'm good with words in
Yeah,
it, so
yeah.
it's not like I've just come out as a rapper. Like, a lot of these artists, I've been good with words from the beginning, bro, like doing poems and stuff in school. And the music for me was expression in it. Like, obviously, I've had a rocky life and stuff like that, so I didn't know how to express myself in certain ways. The only way I knew how to express myself was in anger. So I learnt to do it with music, like listening to artists like Benny Banks and Joe Black, and, you know, I came up on them kind of artists, bro.
They're the OG artists.
Yeah, Benny
OG,
Banks wants to do a
defo.
chat with me, though, innit? Like, I got on his live. This is what I'm
It's
saying.
pretty
So
big, that is pretty big.
yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, for me, bro, you know, an artist like that it's got meaning to it. I've grew up to it. The music helped me through a lot. Yeah, so I'm inspired by him, and I want to be that artist as well. That's gonna help people through a lot. You get me?
Yeah.
Because I got help through music, so I know that it can be done like that. And, you know, with the messages I get off the supporters and that, like, it's very, very evident, bro, what my music does for people.
And I think you're giving everyone a positive outlook. I think you're giving everyone like a positive outlook of everything. I think you're just giving them the point of, look, stuff does get better. You will find your way. You will find this, and it will happen for you. But you just got to find that specifically.
I think it's also a different outlook of music in general.
Yeah.
The way all these other artists now are coming up off grime, and, like, they're going into drill.
Yeah.
Whereas you're keeping it different than everybody else and doing your own thing, staying in your own lane.
Yeah, because a lot of people that are close to me, like, oh, why don't you jump on a drill beat? Or they're trying to make me be like these new school people who it's not me.
Yeah.
I grew up on Benny Banks and that real rap. That was my era. I sound like an old man saying that, but that was my era, yeah. Now, the kids are growing up on drill. That's their era. But I'm still sticking to what I like doing and what I prefer, because nobody can go on a drill beat without talking about murder, bro. And it's not even, it's serious, innit? Like, I see some documentaries, I watch a lot of things on drill and stuff like that. Yeah, I see some documentaries about drill music doesn't create violence. Like,
I mean,
To be fair,
I respect people who do drill. I know they're talking about the reality.
Yeah.
I could talk about my reality in that same way, but this is why you know I've got the name Wisdom, because I'm wise with what I put on the page, bro. I want to know that what I put on the paper, someone's gonna hear and change.
Yeah.
And I had a kid who come on my live one time and he said, "Yo, I used to be very, very naughty in school. Yeah, I used to be." You know, the bad classes are not allowed in school at certain times. And then I started listening to your music and it made me want to change. And I'm like, wow, like.
Does that give you like such a good feeling? Like
Definitely,
I can't lie. Like,
is that when you realised how good your talent was?
Yeah.
Or is that when you...
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't even like competing. Well, I do actually. That's a lie.
Everyone's
bro.
got a competitive side.
I compete in it. Like, you know, I've been on Link Up TV lives and stuff. They do the HB talent show. You know, I've won that 5 times. Like, there's another artist who's won it. Sykes.
That's fair play.
Sykes has won it. Sykes is cold, yeah. Sykes he's a young guy though with a great talent and a lot of potential coming up right now. You know, there's so many artists right now that I could speak about. Probably get into that later, but you know, like I've won that 5 times. The 5th time I thought I'm not going on it again because there's no point, bro. I've won it 5 times. It's not like I'm holding the belt or something. And someone's going to try and come for it. I appreciate, you know, what Link Up TV had done. Like,
it kind of shows that you've moving on past.
Yeah. So Tyrell's tribute. When I done Tyrell's tribute,
which is
this is what I mean. Yeah, I believe God provides in it. Like I believe He provides for us. A lot of people are so ungrateful and ignorant to it. Yeah, they think they live their life like I've got myself here today. No, you haven't. Like you really haven't. In it, God's been there all the way.
Yeah.
But I've lost my thought. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought, bro. But I was saying something. I can't remember now. Go on, move on.
But nah, anyway, I think 2020 again been absolutely mad year. I really do not understand it. Like obviously, no one planned for it. I didn't plan for it. Do you plan for it? No one planned for it.
I remembered what I was gonna say. Right. So
editing. We'll go back in that bit.
Keep that. So Tyrell's tribute. This is like me and it. This is my personality. I'm nuts, but Tyrell's tribute. Yeah, I had the video. I had the money to put it on a platform as well, but I just wanted to see what God was going to do with it, bro, because I know that it had a lot of, there's a lot of meaning behind the song and stuff. At the same time as me speaking about, Tyrell, and it was his tribute, I'm also speaking about personal things like my dad getting sectioned, I'm speaking about what's going on at that time, which was quite a difficult time for all of us in Wythenshawe.
I think definitely Tyrell.
Are you trying to make me forget what I was saying again?
No, I'm jumping on it with you. I think definitely like the Tyrell thing, obviously with the music video coming out, the support Wythenshawe, I think, put him was just different. I'm sorry, but
Wythenshawe in general as a whole supported.
Yeah, the community came together for that. The community.
Because he's a good kid, bro. He's a very nice kid. He was nice. He had respect. And it brightened everyone's day, innit? Like, it wind you up, but it will brighten everybody's day. It'd say, yes, we'll kick you and then run off. He was a good kid. I said that in the church, innit? I said, he was a very, very good kid. And no matter how you was feeling that day, he would definitely cheer you up. His smile would brighten up your day. But as I was saying, there's a rapper called Chaos. Have you heard of Chaos? No, he's from London anyway. And when I had the video for Tyrell's tribute, I had the video complete, and I just thought, I'm going to hit this guy up with it, yeah? Because he'd already commented on a few of my videos, like the freestyle videos and stuff. No. He'd already commented on them. So I see his name, Chaos, and then I'm thinking, nah, that's not my man. Because it's mad when something like that happens. So I click on his name, and it's there, 15K, Chaos, and I'm thinking, what's with all these rappers I look up to coming to me? You know what I mean? I used to listen to them, and now they're listening to me. Like, that's a big inspiration.
It's got to give you a good
and I sent him the video. I said, I've got this video for my friend's tribute, yeah? And he just, he come back to me. He said, it's going out on Link Up TV next week, innit? Don't tell anybody. So I can tell you it's no, but at the time, he's like, don't tell anybody, yeah? And then he got it put on for free, bro. You know what I mean? He got the video put on Link Up TV for free. So that was like a blessing for me, because I had the money to put it out, but I didn't even have a contact with Link Up. And then bam, from there, Link Up TV, Joey Clipstar. He messaged me and stuff, and then, you know, we had a little relationship. Then he started doing the talent show. That was a lot of exposure. You know, I've had some artists message me like Joe Black, you know, Benny Banks. I've had artists like that come to me through getting myself out there.
I think that's a good thing as well, definitely. And speaking on what you've been doing this year, you've obviously, you brought out your track Tyrell Tribute at the beginning, and then you followed on with the EP Brait as well.
Yeah.
And then obviously you've gone on to do the 2 music videos as well. But also during the whole lockdown thing, you had the talent shows. Like, that just shows that you're still trying to get the community involved. You're still caring for people and watching for something to happen. And you created your own event during a worldwide event that's going on right now.
Yeah, do you know what it was? I'm sick of seeing big artists, bro, and people, you know, influencers with a big following, and they're doing these talent shows, and you got some kid on there trying his hardest, putting his heart and soul, he just bam, switching him off. Like, the egos are that big of some of them people. They don't know how much that's just affected that one person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I see
a lot of people manage, like, they forget as well that they was at that point.
They were at
Yeah,
that point at one point,
definitely,
and if
yeah.
someone sat there and laughed at you on live to what, say you got 5-10K people, bro, you wouldn't carry on.
Bro,
you
this
wouldn't
is
want to. It'd knock
this
you
is
down
like
so much.
2,000 people laughing at you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like it's just.
It's not like in
people.
school when kids are picking on you or whatever happens, yeah, and you know there's 5 of them. This is 2,000 people opinions on you. You know what I mean? That's gonna really affect someone.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who've been affected by that.
It could knock that. It literally, that one person, say if they have knocked, they've knocked them live on live, whether it's through a massive post, it's got a massive following or not, that's still gonna carry on with them for the rest of their lives. They're gonna remember, oh, they told me I was this, so I'm not gonna do this now. When if they carried on doing that, they could have been the next big thing.
However, I feel like in the opposite sense, it can push people to want
definitely.
to do
Yeah,
Give
heard
them
that stuff.
that strive to just throw for it. So obviously, it depends which way you look at it, and it depends which way you want to go with it. But obviously, I think the pandemic's just affected everyone differently. You took a completely different approach to it with the talent show and stuff. I think that was one of the best things I've seen straight out of Wythenshawe as well. Like, you were just going with not even people with a big following, you were going with the little locals, little people there, giving them this platform to go on to do it.
Giving them opportunities.
Yeah, giving them the opportunity.
Yeah, that was
to
big
just
for me
shine,
as well,
man.
man. And we had some people from America and that.
Yeah,
One time
that's mad.
this poet came on, he's like, yeah, I'm from Chicago. I was like, whoa, okay. You know, and I create relationships with these people, you know, and these are genuine. I feel like because I'm a genuine person and I'm real, I'm not trying to say like, you know, I'm a realist. I'm not trying to say that. I'm saying I'm a real, genuine person. Anybody who knows me will say that. And, you know, you attract that. God will put the people in your life who are like you.
Yeah.
You get me? And I'm meeting these people in America who are similar to me, been through stuff in life and they're real. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say anything about the people in the industry, but I do believe that the up and coming artists and the ones that are not heard, I do believe that they have the most talent, bro. Yeah. Like, there's some kids that have been on my talent show
100%.
and I'm like, wow. Like, you know, there's this young singer called Torin. I don't know if you've ever heard her. She was 13. Like, when she sings, bro, I don't care how bad you are. Yeah, you're gonna feel emotional inside when she sings because the notes touch you, bro. Yeah. Not even the words or the notes in it. Like the note touches you. You're like, wow. So I'm choking up on that
at such a young age.
Yeah, she's a good man. She's won my talent show a few times.
I was gonna say the talent show, I believe there was was it Rise that won it?
Yeah. So Rise was on it. He won it. And the maddest thing is, this is what I'm saying about you know, he was on Link Up TV. Yeah, I seen him on a thing. He didn't get tucked in like he didn't get tucked in it. And then I messaged him and I ended up speaking to him. I was just saying, yo, keep doing your thing. You're hard, innit? I heard you're hard. Like, I'm trying to follow these people who are getting put down and lift them back up. You know what I mean? And he ended up. He was having some chats with the label that I signed with, Big in the Mano. He was having some chats with them, which is mad because I was literally speaking to him, and then I spoke to my manager the next day, and he's like, "Yeah, I've been looking at this Rise kid." I was like, "Wow, I was chatting to him last night." You know what I mean? So it's mad, innit? It's mad.
I generally think that, like as you said, next generation. I just think they have different outlooks and everything. It's not some world where you're just following one thing. Everyone's got their own opinion. They'll say what they want, and there's nothing wrong with that. But obviously, back to yourself anyway. Your career this year has just been a bit of a madness. It just keeps going up. Just keeps going up and up. And it's just, personally, and man, I think it'll be the same for you, bro. I think it'll be... I lost my train of thought now as well. You just done this. What was you saying then?
What was you saying about my career has been a madness?
Oh yeah, your career.
How can I remember what you can't? What I
In
can't
it, bro.
remember?
Just saying it. Your career just keeps going up and up, and obviously with the pandemic and stuff, you've had multiple shows cancelled as well, haven't you? Do you think that's in a sense, set you back?
I was meant to be doing a birthday bash at Strikers. I was meant to be performing there, and also Mike Check Media's SD. I've had a few things with him that's been cancelled as well. We were meant to do one on the 23rd of this month, but like 60 seated or something, you know, like the space and that, but that one got cancelled as well. Do
you think going with shows is 100% the best way to get yourself out there? Do you get more comfortable when you perform? Because you said you don't like
that's where the money is, in it, in the shows.
You're saying you don't like when you've been on like public transport and stuff and you see the people.
Yeah, but when I'm on a stage, bro, when I'm on a stage, it's different, you know. Like, I done the No Knives campaign. That was at the Manchester Academy, you know, where a lot of big artists have been. Little Baby's been on there. H has been on there, you know, a lot of people.
Wasn't that the first time you performed Tyrell's tribute as well?
And on the stage it was, yeah. And, you know, my granddad died that morning, and then I knew that I had to do that, and it said to my mum, look, I've got to do this, and I'm doing it for a good reason, a good cause, and this has given me even more momentum, more passion towards it, because I'm doing it for two meanings. You get me? And like, I'm behind the stage door. I've never been on a big stage like that before, innit? Probably the Forum when I was a kid, but I was behind the stage door now, and I'm hearing like the crowd and that. I'm getting goosebumps. My lyrics are just flying out my head. I'm thinking, wow, what my lyrics? I can't think of my lyrics, innit? I'm stood at the door, bro, and every lyric's gone in it. I couldn't have even said anything, bro. And then I'm behind this door, and I hear the, Nick Vital Signs, one of my friends, he's introducing me. I hear him say, got this artist from Link Up TV. Crowd's going mad, because it's all schools, innit? It's all like high schools, bro, like 10 high schools or something. So I go out the door like a little peek, first thinking, but I go out the door and it just kicked in, bro, and it was mad.
Yeah, there mustn't be a better feeling there, and so many people literally screaming and shouting your own
do
tracks.
You feel, with the way that it went, based on how you felt before, do you feel like it is just a natural thing to you to be able to just do that?
Yeah, definitely, bro. A lot of people said it really touched them, and there like it was a lot of the teenagers' mums and that, and I was just trying to sneak at the end, trying to get out of the place. But they come up to you like, you're famous. I'm not famous, bro. Like, there's a saying that I say, not everybody famous is great, and not everybody great is famous. You know what I mean? I don't want to be famous, bro. I just want people to see me as an inspiration. That is it. Like, not as any different to them. It's the same as them, but I just want them to, be inspired by what I do, and what I do, something like me, innit? Something positive.
Positive only, really. I just think, obviously, doing the No Knives campaign as well, definitely. I think that just shows another thing, like, I don't think there's anything better if you know for a fact that the artist is doing it for themselves, and they're not doing it for the money, they're not doing it for the clout, they're not doing it because they wouldn't want to be in that area. Like, you've always had your own community, you've had your friends, your family, you've had everyone that's with you, and you want to take them up with you. I feel like you want to keep it.
I feel like as well, with it being yourself doing the No Knife campaign, like, obviously you've got quite like the following, they're a younger generation, and they are involved in quite a lot of the knife crime.
I think the knife.
Well, it's fair, innit? Everybody lives in fear, bro. Like, not even fear of being scared of someone else, like fear of having no money, fear of having nowhere to sleep, fear of what to eat. Like, everybody lives in fear, bro. The whole world is just controlled by fear. Yeah. And a lot of these kids carry a knife because, they probably might be able to fight, but they've not even had a punch in their life. Yeah, so they're scared of that first punch, you know what I mean? I've had many punches in my life, bro, like many.
And that's the thing though, like I've never truly understood why. All right, okay, you look back further generations, they'd have one-on-ones, they'd have group-on fights or whatever, but the knife stuff, I've just never understood whatever game you're in, in my own personal opinion, the knife stuff, it's just no, like if you don't like someone or something like that, and you two are men and you want to sit there and you want to back yourselves up, then go and have that fight and leave it at that. Done. Don't go and take someone else's life, because they have a mum, they have a dad, they have a sister, they have a brother.
They have a lot of people who care about them, who are left to pick up them pieces.
There's more people behind the scenes that you won't see that will be affected by them actions.
Yeah.
I've never sat there in my life, truthfully, and gone, you know what? If I'm scared, I'm going to take that knife with me and I'm going to go and stab someone. In my head, that doesn't click right, and it doesn't, because that, like, if someone stabbed me and I died, my mum, look, I got mum, sisters, brothers, aunties, uncles, nana, granddad, like, all of them, they're going to miss me. They're going to be the ones suffering, not me.
Yeah, but the question is, do they care, bro? Like, some of these, you know, some of these kids, bro, they don't care who they're upsetting. They don't care about your family.
And I think that's the most scariest bit.
Yeah.
I think that generally is the most scariest bit.
It's not even, you know, I don't even believe it's the way that they're brought up, bro.
Nah, I think
you know, I think that. Have you ever seen on Wythenshawe 1, like, you know, a kid's done this, a kid's done that, and all the comments are like, oh, the parents should know better, and
it's
like,
nothing to do with the parents.
It's not even like that now. It's the way the world's been brainwashed, bro, by this, not just the drill music, but that for kids today is killing these kids, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you look in London, we're not in London, we're in Wythenshawe, yeah, we're in Manchester, but if you look in London, look what it's doing there, yeah, to the kids. Like, for example, we was in that case with that Yusuf Maki, you know. When
that Yusuf Maki stuff, that was literally down the road, innit?
Yeah, we was in the case with that, and that guy, yeah, is a guy that's come from a good background.
Yep.
His mum owns a string of nurseries, and he feels like he needed to be a bad man. You know what I mean? You've got the kids that are growing up around that stuff that don't want to be like that, and then you've got the ones that are growing up around the opposite, want to be like that.
Some people,
the world's back to front and front to back, bro. It's crazy what's going on.
They're literally, I think kids nowadays are 100%, they're just chasing something that they don't have. So whether you come up from a good home, then they're going to chase what people don't, that come from maybe a bad background or a bad community, they're going to chase that. But then people that are from a bad community or a bad background, they're going to want to chase the rich life, they're going to chase what they want in their life when they're older and stuff like that. And I think it's just a madness, really. Like the Yusuf Maki stuff, that is madness. Like, was it 8 months? 8 months he got, something like that. He only got 8 months for that, and my man was dead. Like, I'm sorry, but and again, that's all to do with knife crime.
Obviously, I was in the court case, but I don't really want to say much. But yeah, that was a madness, bro. Like that case was crazy.
I think,
you know, we come out the court case, yeah, when the decision got made, because obviously they were switching over from Tyrell's and his, you know, because, like, for example, we went there and their case was on for another 2 days, so they didn't start Tyrell's when they said they were going to. It was 2 days later, yeah, and then they were switching over. Like, we was in a public gallery, so you could stay in there, and me and Kiki, obviously my cousin, me and him stayed in there. And, you know, when the decision was made, the dad's come out and we've all gone out with him, because, you know, it was a bad decision that was made, bro. It was emotional. And the paparazzi are in the dad's face. He's got his crutch, the dad, and the paparazzi are in his face. And, you know, me and Kiki and that were dragging the cameraman away, because this guy's just, you know, his son's just got no justice whatsoever. Like,
the grief he must have been feeling as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
I've got a son I don't see. I'm basically grieving for a son that I don't see, yeah, because he's 4 now. I've seen him like 10 times in his life, not my own, through no fault of my own. And, you know, it's not like he's gone, but I say in one of my songs, I'm grieving for my son in it, because he's alive, I don't see him. And no, that's bad enough, it hurts, like, that's bad. So for him to lose his son that's gone and then receive no justice, like, the world is mad, bro.
It's absolutely mad. Like, as I've made very clear, the opinion on the knife stuff, it's just madness. And I think you, especially being involved in this no knife campaign and pushing that, no matter what you think, it will be reaching kids. It will reach them. And from what I'm seeing anyway, kids are talking about you, but they're also talking about the stuff that you're saying, you're doing, what they want to see from you. So you keep pushing that message. It might not affect everyone, it might not get to everyone, but they're still going to be affected by it.
There's people it will change, though, innit?
And they'll be able to tell other people about this, and everything gets passed on through different people, I believe.
Yeah, definitely. But speaking of being younger anyway, a younger AJ Wisdom used to do bricklaying and a bit of plastering as well, did you not? Obviously, we found you weren't that much of a good kid, but you were involved in a scheme which where you obviously went off and did a bit of bricklaying and plastering.
Yeah, we done a few things. Yeah, every Friday they used to come pick us up, to keep like us and my age group out of mischief and that. Them times though, this is what I'm saying though, like them days, it was mischief. Like I'm not gonna say what it was, but it was mischief. It was just like, being an idiot, being a kid. But now it's dangerous. Like, a lot of people are suffering from what teenagers' decisions, like what the decisions they're making now. A lot of people are suffering, losing their cars and stuff. Like 20, 30 grand cars gone off your driving. You're like, wow, what?
That's not mischief, that.
But yeah, so we've done. Nah, I'm not saying that's mischief. I'm saying now that's what it's like.
Yeah.
But back in the day, we'd steal dust caps.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Oh, that was my first thing that I went out to my estate
Like, we'd go to Asda car park, and take the sickest dust caps. I'm talking when I'm 8 though. Like me and my cousins Cameron and Kiki, we had a box like this of dust caps from Asda car park. You know what I mean? That was being naughty for us. That was growing up. No, life changed.
Car parks with boxes,
yeah. Obviously, life changes as I got older, as it does, and it goes deeper and deeper. But yeah, that bricklaying thing was something.
Did you enjoy it? Like, did it actually work?
Yeah, it was good, man. Like, these naughty kids in school, they take them on trips to go karting and stuff, and they show them love. And when we was naughty, this bus used to pick us up. That sounds mad, but it was from like a youth club, innit? They used to pick us up and take us to all these different activities on Fridays for like 3-4 hours with a group of us. And there's times when we got like dominoes and stuff, and it was good. It kept us away from what is around our area.
Definitely.
Do you feel like if you didn't get involved in that scheme, would you still be part of the mischief that you was getting up to? Or?
Oh no, I went worse as I got older. It was about 15 onwards, and I was homeless, and that me and my little brother was homeless, and then where we were staying in bandos and all that, and then we just got stuck in a trap.
I think life definitely just changes, doesn't it? It changed before your eyes, doesn't it?
Yeah, but someone like yourself, if you brought up with, I'm not saying, a perfect family, but, with your mum and dad and they care and they got love and stuff,
Definitely.
A lot of people, like, around me are brought up with broken families. I don't know why, but they are. Yeah. And it's difficult coming from that kind of thing because you've not started right. Not that there's any perfect way to start, but... you've not started right in it, so it's hard to try and find your way when you've already had a bad start in it.
I think a lot of it can affect your parents as well. Like, I know for a fact, like, my mum, like, when I was younger, like, obviously I didn't have a dad around when I was younger, but obviously he sat there and he was like, he did whatever. But like, my mum had to put that graft in, and I think everything that our parents do or they show us or anything like that, they're constantly wanting us to see how they want us to act. So like my mum, she went out and she worked 3 jobs because she wanted the best for me. And I think that's where either some people will take it positively or negatively. It will either be you get this much love, and then they'll adapt on it and they'll keep going, they'll keep growing. But then sometimes shit just changes. It changes, and it's that's life. That is life. Life happens.
Yeah, everything's
and I think
temporary, innit?
There'll be certain situations in your life where you think, I'm going to stay here forever because I'm happy or I'm negative or like whatever, but you won't reach it. It will move. It'll move on.
I feel like you just need to be prepared for that move to happen.
Everyone needs to be prepared, and I think I don't know. I just think it's madness the way that some kids will grow up in a certain way, and then next minute they'll be the complete opposite of what they wanted to be.
You've got to appreciate what you've got in it. Like. That was one thing I learned, to give thanks for even the worst situations. One of the worst situations of my life was the biggest step for me to change and turn around from it, you know what I mean? So if it didn't happen, when it happened, then I don't know where I'd be now. No. So when it happened, I had to give thanks for nearly losing my life, because it made sense. That was the change, that was the major turnaround for me. That was the wake-up call, as you would say, Whereas, I know kids that don't even, they're like 12 years old and there's no food in the house, the mum ain't there, the mum's out doing whatever she's doing because she can't deal with her own problems and pain, you know what I mean? And I know kids that are looking after the little brother and sister that's like 5 and 6, and they're, cooking and that, like,
Man.
12 years old, cooking food and try to do washing. Like,
Some people get that like kid experience, but then some people have to grow up quicker than others.
Yeah, unless you see it, some people don't know it.
No.
You see, stuck in the trap. This is what I was trying to do. I was trying to not validate what the kids do. Yeah, I was trying to explain to people from outside of, there's many things I tried to do with that song where it came out, but from people outside of the window looking in, I'm trying to explain what it's like for these kids. Yeah. These look at kids and think, oh, look at that little scroll or whatever. Yeah, I'm trying to explain what that little scroll is going through, what his life is like, why he's the way he is. Yeah. Because I've been there myself, innit? I've been there, grew up like that. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do.
I feel like if a lot of people knew other people's stories before they was judging, I feel like they'd
look at them different.
Yeah, it goes back to that saying, don't judge a book by its cover, because at the end of the day, you don't know what them people have been through. You put someone in my shoes, they might not be able to walk a mile. Put someone in your shoes, I jump in your shoes, I might not be able to. It just changes.
That's like one of my unreleased songs I've got called Pain, and the chorus I say, how are they meant to feel your pain if they don't feel your pain? How are they meant to feel the same if they don't even feel the same? I'm tired of these kids running around like this life's a game, because when they take a life, that's two mothers that's going to die from pain.
Come on.
So I'm trying to say, how they meant to feel your pain if they don't feel your pain? You get me? How are they meant to feel the same if they don't even feel the same? Like, it's powerful, bro. It's a big track. It's got, I've got many tracks, like, just to tell you now, like, I've got 10 songs unreleased and more written and more recorded that's not been mixed and mastered. Got 10 songs mixed and mastered that are ready to go. You know what I mean?
What's your plan for them ones? Are you wanting to push for music videos for all them, or are you just going to go audio, really, or...?
The thing for me is the music videos, because it tells the story what you're rapping about. You know what I mean? Like,
do you feel like being sat on these songs is what sets you apart from other artists?
Yeah, definitely. Like, you got young Gads, D Block and that, and they're sat on 350 songs or 500 songs. Yeah. And the way they do it, they glorify whatever. And some of the songs I like, they've trapped me in it. I like some of the songs, but you see, I know that an artist like me, who raps like me, could not do 300 and some songs in a year, because it comes from hearing it. Like, my music don't come from here, bro. It comes from here. Like, for me to write a verse, I could write a 16-1 verse in 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I could write one in 3 hours, 3 days. Yeah. Like, there's times when I felt in my heart, in my subconscious, to stop. And I've been wanting to finish the verse, and I just felt, nah, stop. And then I've gone back to it another time and put something completely different to what I would have put. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that goes back to, obviously, the way that you just have the passion for it. You have the passion for it. You just got to keep going back and forth. You'll mix and match, do whatever, and new stuff will come pretty much every day, innit?
Yeah, definitely, New opportunities,
Definitely moving on as well. Obviously, you are literally, from where we are right now, you're down the M62 straight from Wythenshawe, just like all of us. What's your personal opinions on Wythenshawe? Like, what do you think other people see Wythenshawe as? Because you're in Wythenshawe, you've got yourself a name. People know you around Wythenshawe.
That's based on being obviously not part of the younger generation as well.
Yeah, like you've probably got a different point of view to what we do.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I think when you're looking from outside an area, I think it's always worse than it, because you don't know what's going on. Yeah. Like, someone says to you London, everyone's like, oh, I'm not going London. But if you live there, then you know what it's like. So Wythenshawe, I know now Wythenshawe, in a court case, if you're from Wythenshawe, then the judge is going to go hard on you, because Wythenshawe's got a very bad name right now in terms of knife crime. There's been many incidents where people have died. Even to the sense of, the other day an old woman got run over, hit the car drunk and hit a lamppost, and the lamppost hit her in the car. And there's just loads of things happening in Wythenshawe at the moment. Like, every time I go on Wythenshawe 1, there's a MEM report for something else.
Something new.
I'm thinking, yo, is the devil chilling round there today or what? Like, it's been there now for a long time, you know what I mean? And Wythenshawe, like, come on, Wythenshawe 1, bro, you see
everything
there,
out,
like,
everything.
What happens on there. I think Wythenshawe's a good community and there's a lot of good
Yeah.
people in it, but it's like anywhere else, bro. It's bad and it's good.
See, I'm so happy you actually said that, because obviously I was born and grew up in Wythenshawe, and then my parents took me out of it, and then obviously I went to school around where we are now and stuff like that. But like, people used to say to me, "Oh, you're from Wythenshawe, you're from Wythenshawe," and I'd sit there and go, "I've got people in Wythenshawe that would do anything and everything for me, where that I've known them for a year or two. I've known you lot for 5 years, and yous won't do half stuff they do for me." I've never ever sat there and said, don't get me wrong, there's stuff that goes on in Wythenshawe, I'm just like, not really helping yourselves here. But I will never sit there and say the community's bad, because I think everyone in the community, everyone knows what they want to achieve, everyone knows what they want to do, but everyone looks out for you. Everyone looks out for you. Everyone wants to see you do
like
well.
Everyone looks out for each other if it's across the same terms of what they want to look out for.
Yeah,
If you know what I
you
mean.
put that better than me, definitely.
Well, the way I look at it now is, if you do music, no one's sharing it, and I come to the conclusion. The reason why is because, you know, we've all been given the same 24 hours in the day. We've all been given the same toolbox with the same tools, and you know, if someone sees you doing something different and you're using the same tools as them, and they're doing nothing, they ain't gonna push you because they don't want to see you go any further than you are. And you know, the thing that it doesn't hurt me, it shocks me, innit? Like, not many people listen to my music in Manchester. You know what I mean? My biggest fan base, for my audience of music is in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam?
Like that's where that's where I've got most fans in it. Like,
That's
I don't
mad.
even like to call
That's
them
mad.
fans, supporters. That's where most of my listeners, are in Amsterdam. Like, my music don't really get, when I look at the statistics and that,
No.
I'm getting listened to in Russia and China, and you know, like,
That's mad.
I feel
That is
like,
mad. Some
How
guy
does that
over in
make you
Russia
feel
is chilling.
inside?
it's mad, bro. Like, that was Brait in it. So Brait was just an EP that I put out. I had a feeling for it. It's a lot of pain, though, man. Like, Brait is, that was a healing process for me. I feel like that was a healing process for me. And to get it, you know, to get all the songs completed, get all the pain on the paper, and then get it out, it was like it was there, now it's gone. You get me? And I heal from that now. And I did heal from a lot of the things I spoke about. You know, after that, it was like I'd healed from it because I got it out there and people could relate.
There was definitely one track on there, Black Light Silla.
Yeah, that's
That was...
yeah, that's
Track.
cold, man.
Track.
Black Light
Big track,
Silla is
yeah.
a banger, bro. Yeah, you're right, man. I
That
like
one-
that track. And that's pain again. Do you know what I
I
mean?
feel like that one touched quite a few people for the right reasons.
Yeah, definitely.
I think
That's a hard track. Yeah.
I think obviously the thing I was just trying to say then was, obviously, I think with like your mates, your family and stuff like that, especially, I think Wythenshawe is just the best for it. Like, my family are just amazing. I can't praise them enough. But obviously you're gonna say the same about your family. But I just think Wythenshawe has something about it where it's like they just care so much, because like they just do. I know they do.
If I had,
And you see it.
if I had Wythenshawe on my back, then I'd be in a different position now in music. Not that I want to,
Yeah.
I don't really want to, but I would be in a different position now in music. You know what I mean? Like, people just, I don't know.
Label.
Like, I see people commenting on big artist pictures like happy birthday and that, and I'm thinking, you don't even know him. Like, we grew up for 5 years and you don't even know this guy. You didn't even tell me happy birthday. You know what I mean? But it's just how the world's gone, innit? Like, someone would rather go and buy a designer brand from a big brand like Gucci or whatever, and you're selling your brand and it gets laughed at. You know what I mean? They don't even want to put a tenner for a t-shirt just to help you out, innit? They'd rather go and spend £900 on Gucci. Like, the world's backwards, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think definitely, I think the world's just going in a different way, innit? I think you'll either take it positively, negatively, or the way wherever you want to take it, really. I think
Or sensitively.
yeah. But nah, yeah, definitely. If you could personally go back to when you were that 12-year-old, would you pursue music this way a lot quicker, or would you do anything completely different, or what would you have done? Would you have stuck with it? Would you not?
Obviously, I don't like the mass thing, because it's like, hiding your identity in it. So in
Yeah.
Stuck in the Trap, when everybody's got a balaclava on, I'm not trying to say, look at us, yeah, we're robbers or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm saying, you know,
could be anybody.
everybody's hiding their identity in it. Like, people don't like showing them true selves. You know, I believe that you have a side for yourself, a side for your friends and family, and then a side for the world in it. And, you know, you have many personalities. Obviously, I've got mental health, got mixed personality disorder, 4 different personality disorders, yeah. So I can be a different person every day, me, like, it's mad. But, yeah, definitely.
I think it is a tough one to get involved in, definitely. I think the mental health side does affect a lot of people nowadays. I think a lot of people speak about it a lot more as well now.
I feel like
Most best artists have
a
got
lot
mental
more.
health.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot more people who do music now. Like, well, a lot more people with mental health, should I say? They come out now to do music to express themselves.
It's therapy,
Yeah.
man. It
Yeah.
is. It's therapy, bro. I believe it's a gift that we've been given for therapy, innit, of each other. Like, you know, I believe there's a war with good and evil in the world, yeah. And right now, the music is very evil. The industry is just.
That was my next question, that one.
The industry's
Yeah, the
crazy,
industry,
bro.
What's your opinion on the industry right now?
It's
What is going on?
it's about money, yeah. They don't look at you and think, oh, he's had a hard life, yeah.
No.
I'm gonna take him somewhere. They look at you and think, how much can I make off this person?
Yeah.
So, for example, a label will have 5 artists, yeah, and they'll throw them like throwing darts at a dartboard, and the ones that stick, they're the ones they're going to invest in and put all the time and effort and money into. The other ones, bro, just get left.
Yeah,
at.
that's
I know
what you said.
I know people who are still in debt now, who
Yeah.
sign big labels and they're in debt now. Like, you see an artist come out for so long, they're hot for a bit, and then they disappear then.
Yeah.
And then, you know, some of them end up like Cat Williams, like crackheads or something.
No.
They just get forgot about, bro. You've had your time, and now we're looking at the new guy now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be
There's
like
always
that.
someone next in line.
I want a
That's
fan
why.
base that follow me from there to there, innit? And I'm not even saying this is success, bro. I'm just saying, you know, when I'm at a position where I can be grateful. I'm grateful now, but I don't feel like I've started yet.
No. I think definitely with the industry a lot, like, obviously we've touched on it briefly before, like we said, a lot of the songs are sounding the same. A lot of the songs are sounding the same. They're going the right way. Not,
They do,
Right.
yeah.
and that's what you put on Instagram the other day. What was it? Everyone's sounding the same. Everyone
Looks
wants the same. Doing
Videos
the same.
are the same. You know,
It's-
same effects, same video effects, same everything, bro.
It's
Same,
just-
like, same setting, cars, dogs, Frenchies. You know what I mean? Blue stacks, bullies. Like, everything is just the same. Sometimes now I put a track on, I hear the first line and don't listen to the rest of it.
No.
And it's not judging a book by its cover. I know what it's going to be like, bro. Predicted it's going to sound the same as every other track. You know, and I like J. Cole and that, me like
Yeah.
No.
artists like J. Cole, T.S. Yusuf, Meat Mill when he's not. I don't like the thingy stuff he does, like I like the soft tracks what he does. You know what I mean? They're my favourite where he gets real on them. Like them hype ones, like started with $1. I don't like that one. I was like, nah, this is yeah.
So,
Like them ones are the best tracks I like, innit, when someone's expressing themselves. And
no.
I listened to another artist as well who's a Christian rapper, innit. He was a blood on that and changed his life, like same way. Same way I've changed my life, and he gives me a lot of good vibes listening to his music, innit, because he don't talk about what anybody else talks about. He talks about your feelings and when you're feeling down and you know how to
The way
gain
that people
strength.
actually do feel and stuff like that.
Yeah, but people are they're too scared of being judged, bro. I'm not in it. I found myself, and I don't care what anybody thinks of me. Not in an ignorant way, but I just don't care in it. Like, your opinion about me does not matter. And a lot of people are scared. Like, they're too scared of what someone's gonna think or what someone's gonna say. Like, when I first done my music, people was judging it as being sensitive, me being sensitive, or even attention seeking. Like, he's attention seeking, he's rapping about his mum, or you know what I mean. But them same people now are like, yo, that's my guy. Do you listen to him? That's my guy.
Clout chasers, that's what it is.
It's alright.
They'll sit there and they'll judge you, they'll say all this and that, and then as soon as they realise that you've actually got a talent here, you've got something that you've worked hard on and you're passionate about, then they'll just be like, yeah, I'm jumping on the train.
Yeah.
Clout's
A lot
the
of
new
people
currency,
don't
don't
want
it?
to be there through your hustle. They just want what's
Yeah.
there at the end.
Yeah.
They just want to eat the
Tell me
cake,
about
innit?
it. I think.
They don't want to help you bake, bro.
Yeah.
They just want to eat
Yeah.
the cake.
Yeah. Speaking on artists, who right now do you think is just popping in the scene? Like, who do you think's doing well? Who do you think, like Manchester ways, Stockport ways, whichever ways you want to go? Who do you think's doing well at the minute? Or doing it differently? The way you like it, the way you like the way they're going?
Artist wise, just Bang Cole. It's
Yeah,
called.
Just bang.
His
Cole.
individual, do you know what I mean? Is
Yeah.
unique.
He's-
Keeks.
Yeah.
Keeks is called. My guy Troops.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hard. Troops. He's got his he's got his EP dropping called Trevor. You know what I mean? Like, I think we will sit down and do something when the time's right. I'm one of them. I won't force. You know what I mean? I will not force anything. K Flyboy, do you know my man from Charlton? He's young. He's cold though. Do you know what I mean? Like, he came on my talent show once, and I was like, yo, this guy's sick. Like, he's mad. and then I've heard him rapping. He raps like me.
Yeah.
Not in terms of flow or anything like that.
Yeah.
What he's saying and similar stuff, he raps like me. And then, you know, I've got my mate Show. He's called K Active. If I miss anybody out, I'm sorry, yeah. But then, you know, like K Loose, that's my friend. We met through music. And similar journeys, you know, like going down the road with the church stuff and that, similar journeys. He went quiet for a bit because the industry's too fake for him.
Yeah.
He don't even like looking at it. It sends him ill. And now I say to him, just put out what you want to put out, bro. Like, don't look at them and think, why are they getting this many views on it and I'm getting this?
No.
Like, just put out what you want to do. Do what you love doing.
And eventually it will take off.
Yeah, definitely. And if it don't take off, at least you done what you love doing, innit?
Yeah. I think that's what it's mainly about, innit? If you love doing it, just carry on with it. Just carry on doing it.
If you enjoy it, then there's not really an issue with it.
You see them people that are famous, bro, they would die to be like us now today.
Yeah.
To have this, to go back to how we are, not being recognised. Not like, when you sign a label, you're now labelled, innit? There's a thing out there, picture, I just took a picture of my Instagram. Don't, what is it? Don't label yourself, innit? Like, that. As soon as you sign paper, your life's signed on that paper, bro. You're signing your life away, innit? Like, tell me what to do, tell me where to go. Like, I don't want to be like that for a couple of chains and a bit of nice clothes and that. I seen a thing the other day with Bouncer, bro. He's saying all the clothes get taken back after a video shoot. You know what I mean? Like,
that reminds me of that Selfridges thing, you know, they were saying you're going to start renting clothes and that.
I liked it because not every artist does that, yeah. But a lot of these mainstream artists, like, the clothes get taken back after a video shoot.
Like,
the cars go back to the hire companies.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
It's a
what it
false
is,
life.
man. And these kids are just watching the TV like this.
And it's not, it's all fake.
You know what I mean?
It's all fake. Final question. United or City?
I don't like football.
As in. Right, yeah.
I have to say one.
Come on.
If you was
That's a final
on
question.
a derby day, if you had to support one team and wanted one team to win, which team would it be?
Who do you think it would be?
I'm United fan.
personally, you dressed in
Nah,
blue,
City, man. I've been brought up as a City fan.
Off you put. Nah.
Yo, they all want me out, you know. There's bare goons now kicking off and that. I've been brought up a City fan, yeah.
Fair enough.
I used to like it when I was watching Match of the Day and that, as you know, as a kid, but then like there's even football, there's just too much money in it, bro.
Yeah,
like,
ridiculous amount of money in it, definitely. No, I think it's been a good first episode, and thank you obviously for coming on. Obviously, everyone go check out Stuck in a Trap, which came out last Saturday. It's on your YouTube channel as well.
Yeah.
5k,
Yep.
9k.
Shout out to
10
socials as well.
now,
Shout
10
out
in
to
2
socials.
weeks, 10k in 2 weeks.
10K
Nice,
in
bro.
2 weeks.
I know some guys who got, videos and channels that ain't even got that. So
Yeah.
it's nice. I appreciate it. But yeah, go and check that out on official Wisdom MCR _ on the YouTube and Instagram as well. It's official Wisdom MCR _ and then you've got the SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music. That's just AJ Wisdom.
Make sure you go and check it out, yeah. Right, I think that's a wrap anyway. Yeah. Next slice.
Next slice, yeah. Next slice of cake, but they don't want to help you bake, innit?
Nah, defo. Yeah, Jordan, get your socials out there, lad.
_Jordan BH0704.
Yeah, get out my Instagram _CKeys_ and that's it for first episode. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
So now he's creeping in them houses, man. He's trying to find them keys. He's driving on the motorway. He's trying to find speeds and he don't care about them please, cause he's just trying to find peace.